Because I didn't put myself there. There we go. Just waiting for people to come in. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do readings. I mean, I'll try anyway. We'll see how we're going. Just gonna wait for people to come in. Welcome. Hello, Lori Eve. Hi, Shelly. Hello, Moonlit Mama. Hi, Sarah. How do you get a reading? I'm going to do spirit-led readings. So you have to kind of just listen. And if it sounds like your person, then we'll bring you up. Hi, Mandy. Hello, Mugs. So I'm going to be going into that. Hello, Coco. Hello, Joshua from Facebook land. I never catch you, so happy to be here. I'm glad that you caught it. I'm glad that you said hello. Let's see. Good evening, Callison. Hi, Heather. Nice to see you. Laura Eve, bring a spirit in who can tell us when 45 will join them. Oh my goodness. Ben, yay, cute medium again. Oh, thanks, Ben. That's sweet. Barbara, hi. Darlene, hello. Okay. So we're going to look at, hello, Dina Shea. Nice to have you back. Hello, Peter. Jason, so yeah. How you going, Jason? Love you, mate. Yeah, hurry up and get here. Why isn't it already February? So I can give you a hug, mate. I'm a coming. Yeah, you are. How's Bailey? Fully healed? He is fully healed. He is living his best Bailey life. Bailey is living his best life. Bailey is living. What up, Chelsea? I see you sneaking in here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is read because we're going to see what happens. I'm not in the best headspace for it, but we're going to just play and see what happens. You said my name with an English accent. That's where I'm from. You must be psychic. Well, Peter, I've been known to give a psychic message at times. I just finished reading your book, so this is exciting to be here. Amazing, Allison. I'm so glad that you're here. Hopefully, I can produce something today. I am not necessarily in the most mental good spot today, but we're gonna go with it, baby. We're just gonna see what happens. Oh crap! I need to give me a second, guys. I need to go and I have to drink my little protein thing after working out. So sorry, mate. I've got to just give me a minute. You can go away and come back, and then that will be great. Okay? Be right back. You can still hear me, I'm sure. But I need to drink this thing if I want to have muscles. Put a drink it, mate. Put a drink it. Guess what? I've got to drink this. Here we go. Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Well, let's see. Okay. I hath returned. I'm back. I can't believe so many of you stayed. That's pretty crazy. Hi, Lily. Right. Let's see. What did I miss? Hi, Sober Beautiful Tansy. Thanks, Elena, for the support. JT says, hi, Michael. Not sure if you knew it, but my friend booked with you and had an amazing session. You know what? It wasn't until like partway through the reading that I recognized who the communicator was. And I was like, oh, nice. Because the information was matching. And so I was like, this is probably her friend. This is probably Jackie's friend. And yeah, we had a great session. He brought through all kinds of other information that didn't come through in your session, which I thought was really cool. Helena says, I'm the best teacher. Thank you so much. The drink is a protein drink. Protein drink. It actually is flavorless, Peter. I don't drink I really don't drink sweetened things in general, just because usually sweetened things are either fake sugars or they're like stevia, which is also something I can't have. So yeah, it's literally plain. But the brand is Form. So if anyone is a plant-based person and they want the best protein, it is Form. This is literally the best. No bloating, no discomfort, mixes well. It's incredible. Thanks, Christy. I love this background too. It makes me feel relaxed. Also, darling, also. Yeah, I'm glad it was sweet. I really enjoyed it. This is my sweaty hat hair, guys. Note the sweaty hat hair, but I'm going to start doing my hair more often, so get ready for the hair. You're welcome. It makes me think of 80s Epcot. I don't know what Epcot is, Laurie. Is that the background? Keely, hello. Okay. I love how I'm like so low in the other cameras. Disney World. Okay, yeah. Okay, that makes more sense. Hey, April again. Hey, Kelly. Kelly knew. Kelly's like, it's Disney. Also, anyone, if you have any interesting ideas of what I should be that is Disney related, for a Disney themed, which also includes Marvel and also includes it's Marvel and Lucasfilms. So yeah, so any of those things, Star Wars, Marvel, or Disney, but make it skimpy. Okay, so I need to figure out what I can do to figure that out. I know everyone says Aladdin, but you know what? Everybody's going to be Aladdin. Anyone brown that looks like me is going to be Aladdin. So we can't do that. And it's not going to be Aladdin. I want it. I mean, I'm just telling you right now, every single one of you just said Aladdin. I got like 19 Aladdins. And you know what? I can show you the world. All right. Shining, shimmering, splendid. But tell me, Princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? Tarzan. I could probably pull off a little Tarzan. But I'm too short for Tarzan. I got to be big, long, and lanky and musclier. So yeah, I'm just thinking. What about Inside Out characters? That's cute. I like that idea. That's a good one. Yeah, I did not. I knew the words, but I did not know Epcot. You're right. That is true. That is true. Okay, Mowgli. I know. Heather, I want to be Mowgli, but I feel like nobody's going to get it. Because like then I'm literally just in a red loincloth and I'd have to have like crazy hair. So I'm like, crazy hair? I can't have to look cute. So I'm like, how do I make it Mowgli? Maybe if I wear a snake around me. I don't know. But Mowgli is a good one. Hi from British Columbia, Danielle. Carry a tiger with you. That's cute. Stuffed snake or bear. Baloo. Yeah, that'd be cute. That'd be cute. Okay. I can see where we're going with this. Oh, my friend can be the tiger. And I can be, what's the tiger's name? I forget. And I can be Mowgli. That'd be cute. That'd be cute. Or a wolf. What show is that from? Wait, is there a wolf in? Oh, because he was raised by wolves? No, I thought he was raised by monkeys. No, now I'm just confused. Shere Khan. Good job, guys. This is good. This is good. I'm glad I crowdsourced this answer. I would expect Kelly to have said a little bit more. Hey, Miranda. Hello, Cody. King Triton. My friend had considered King Triton, but then who would I be? Ariel? Like, do I have to go in with some red hair, or like what's going on there? We are the daughters of King Triton, great father who loved us and named us well. Prince Naveen. Ooh, that's cute. I'm not tall enough for Prince Naveen, but that's super cute. Lumiere, that's fun. But then I have to have candles on my hands the whole time. And I got to be able to hold a drink and dance. Can't be having candles on my hands the whole time. I did think of Sebastian. I did think of that. Yep. We went over the Aladdin and why I can't be Aladdin. I can't be Aladdin because everybody's going to be Aladdin. I promise. Like, it's such a simple costume. Put a little hat, get a little vest. You know, there you go. So I got to be a little different. Thomas O'Malley. I don't even know who that is. Hold on. Is that a cat? Yes, the cat. That's cute. Oh, Cody, you switched to this. That's smart. That's an easier one to read. Peter Pan and Captain Hook. Oh, that's so good. That's actually really good. Okay. These are some good ideas. I better write these down because otherwise I'm going to forget all of them. Hold on. See, all you ever need to do is talk to the hive mind of the internet and social media, and then you just get so many great ideas. I would make a good Ursula. Yeah. I have to go back. Yeah, Scar and Mufasa was one of them. I was thinking. Just looking, other really good ideas up in here. Prince Naveen would be cute. That would be cute. So yeah, just seeing if there's others. Yeah, these are all great ideas, folks. I mean, there's definitely something to work with here, in my humble opinion. So I appreciate the ideas. And they're they're could have been Aladdin and Jasmine. That'd have been funny. Cusco, I can see it. Mad Hatter. That's cute. I like the idea of Mad Hatter. That's cute. Yeah. I think Aladdin is the easy choice, of course. Yep, Mowgli. That's on the list. Jafar, Eeyore. Okay. These are all great ideas, guys. Good job. Good thinking. Who's Pongo and Danita? Lori, now please bring my mom forth. Oh my god, that was actually really funny. Thank you for that. Well, these are all great ideas. Thank you for the crowdsourced ideas. These are great. So now I'm gonna become sensitive, and we're gonna see if I can give you any readings because I'm gonna do that. So here's how this is gonna work. I'm going to become sensitive, and then I'm going to start to see who starts to step forward. and then I'm gonna say it to y'all, and then you can let me know if it makes sense for you. Um, and we'll go from there. So I will check in with you guys as soon as I'm ready. So just kind of hold it until I check in, and then what I want you to do is to put hearts in the chat if you can understand it. So whatever chat you're in, if you put a heart emoji, that will indicate to me that you can understand the information. But wait until I ask, please. um, so yeah, okay. So give me a few minutes because I haven't attuned or anything, so I don't know what's going to happen there. Yeah, so just give me a minute. And then I'm going to give what I get. Really important, please don't put any personal information in the chat as scammers are always watching and they're going to see your information there. And then they're going to try to scam you with a fake profile that has my pictures and my name and it looks just like me and it's not me. So I will never reach out to you for a reading. Okay. So just know that I will never reach out for you for a reading. You can only do that through booking through directly my website, mediummichaelmayo.com. And that's the only way you can ever book a reading. Okay. So that's my warning. So if you contact me because you're sad because you sent money through a message or something like that, I'm sorry. I can't do anything about that. You have been warned. And make sure you just don't put any personal information in the chat. Okay. So here we go. Oh no, Bailey. This is literally the worst time. This is literally the worst time for you to be up here. I love how the moment that I actually want it to be quiet is when my cats all do a bunch of annoying things, like get up in my face and start peeing in the cat box that's sitting right next to me. Oh, Lord above. It's like they could have done that this whole time I've been talking. So right now I'm just opening my awareness, starting to wait until I can feel some sort of shift in the atmosphere that's indicating that someone is stepping in to my energy. I'm just starting to feel a little bit of someone coming forward, but just give me a minute. I'm just gonna see if I can get a little bit of a clearer connection there. Who is that? Let's see. Someone's trying to come in just behind me here. So I'm just waiting for them to be made a little bit clearer. As I mentioned to you, wasn't in the most receptive headspace, so it's taking me a little bit longer today to make that link. I'm just waiting until I can get a clearer connection. There's definitely a gentleman here with me. I'm just seeing if he'll step into my energy. He's like back a little bit, so I'm just waiting for him to kind of come in a little bit more so that I can talk about him. Okay, he's trying to step in a little bit more. He's trying to become clearer. So I'm going to start here in just a second. Give me one more second to just get him a little bit closer. Just not quite getting his essence just yet. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and get started and see what starts to unfold. Okay, so if you're interested in a reading, do pay attention to what I'm talking about. I don't generally repeat it, so either take notes or something. I do have a gentleman here stepping in. He's very light. That might just be me, but I can feel this sort of light presence to him. As I feel him stepping in, I do get a sense that he is probably somewhere closer to maybe 40s, 45, somewhere around there. I feel like I want to call him either connected to the name of Mike in some way, because I heard that rather clearly. As I feel him too, I get this kind of solid dependability feeling from him. He feels to me as though he's someone who would have been connected with business. He would have been like business. I almost want to say something technological in some way, but I feel him in a businessy sort of role as I feel him. Kind person. He doesn't feel to me like he's the type that's going to be like in your face or overly aggressive by any means. He feels to me almost like a supportive type is how I feel, and I feel he would have been quite supportive to his partner, who I feel this might be for. I don't feel that 100%, but I do feel that kind of. I feel like, well, let me just say it this way. I do feel that he was a very kind partner, very concerned about his partner. Very loyal is the feeling that I get here. The other thing I feel here, I do feel one child. I don't know if that's his kid, but he's no, I think it might be his kid. But it's interesting because I feel like there's more than just the one, but there's one that's his, is what I need to say. So I almost feel as though I need to say that there would have been either a previous marriage or something like that that his partner would have had, is kind of the feeling there. Or he would have had a child early on in his life, is the feeling. And I do, for some reason, need to talk about other kids as well. Let me just see if I can feel him a little bit more. I don't know if he was trying to get me to Terry. There's something with a T sounding name that he was trying to get me to. Feels like a name of a place. I just feel him a little bit more. I feel as though I need to talk about October being significant with him. He's showing me the 3rd as well. So there's the 3. He's showing me, he made me feel October and then he made me feel 3. So I will say that. The other thing that feels present here with him is, I don't know if this is being out on a lake or something like that, but he's showing me this really serene sort of morning water, like this lake or something like that, where I feel like there's this really positive association with it. It feels like a very happy memory. I can't tell if he's swimming or rowing, but I feel this sense of being at this water, quite relaxed and open. Let me just see if there's anything else I can get that might help with this. Well, I'll just check in there. Can anyone understand this information? Kim, it looks like you're taking pretty much all of that. I'm just going to see. Yeah. Okay, that's okay. If he's not 45, that didn't feel that he just was showing me 45, but I just feel like he was somewhere there. But you can take the rest of that. Is that correct, Kim? I'm just going to go ahead and bring you up because I feel like that's the way to go. Hi, Kim.
Hi.
How's it going?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, can you hear me?
Okay, I can.
Perfect. Okay, so you can understand this information. All I need for you to just say yes if you can understand it, no if you can't. If you're not sure you need more information, say that. You can give little clarifications, but I don't want you to be like, yes, that means blah, 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 blah,
Okay,
and like
so
tell me everything.
You've pretty much been spot on.
Okay, so you can understand this gentleman. You can understand Mike, correct?
Yes, that's the person.
Okay, and you can also understand the Torrance because I heard that.
Yes, that's where we had a cottage, and it's a very small town in Canada. Like, if anyone looked it up, it's very small.
Okay, and then you can also understand the lake and the serene lake and either being swimming or going on a rowing or something like that.
Absolutely.
And then can you also understand too his kind of loyalty, his connectiveness?
1,000%.
Yeah, he feels to me very kind and very I don't want to say golden retriever energy, but a little bit of just like this strong sense of loyalty to his partner. Would you be able to take
1,000%?
Can you understand the one child? Why I would want to talk about one child with him?
That can I give you an idea, perhaps?
Sure. That's fine.
Could it be a grandchild?
Maybe, I don't know, but what I'll tell you this, and this is the part that I hope it fits somehow, is that it feels as if I need to say that there is one child that feels very significant and very connected to him, but for some reason I also feel these other kids that are also there that also feel very important to him.
Okay.
But it feels like there's a
why?
distinction between the two.
This is crazy.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's one grandchild on Earth and one grandchild through an ectopic pregnancy passed away.
Okay. So would you also be able to take with him? Let me just see here. I just want to get back to his energy just a little bit. Whenever I let you tell me things, it gets me into my head, so I have to kind of like go back into it. But it's okay. No, you're totally fine. I'm giving you permission to do that at times, but I just want to see here though. Okay, can you understand him with his sort of business mindedness, or there's some sort
Absolutely.
of okay? And can you also understand the connection somehow to either technology or something to do with technology? It doesn't feel quite like tech necessarily, but there's something to do with his work related to that. That makes sense to you too, yes?
Yes.
Okay, fabulous. As I talk about this too, would you understand that there would be, I would need to talk about 2 girls that feel very important to him? Would that make sense to you?
Yep.
He's highlighting these 2 girls. I'm not sure where they're landing just yet, but I'm going to keep kind of working with him. And then he also makes me feel October is significant for him. Would you understand that?
Yes.
And then
Do you want to know why?
I will in a second, but he also
Okay.
was making me feel either the third or three or something like that too. Would you be able to place that part as well?
There's a 3 in a number.
Okay, cool. Perfect. That's because it was, I couldn't tell if it was the third or it's just three as a part of it. And then would you also be able to take, yeah, because I'm feeling this sense of like anniversary or there's something like that connected to the October. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I can feel that there.
And people can even go back on my TikTok page and see why.
Oh, amazing. Would you also be able to understand too with him? I need to talk about something that feels prolonged or progressive with him. Can you understand that as far as like either this is health or something like that? Can you understand that? Because
absolutely.
it feels like something that you're by his side that I want to talk about. Because I feel like there's this sense of you wanting to be supportive of him or you trying to be there because it feels like this came in stages and like took its time. Does that make sense to you with regards to his illness?
Absolutely.
There's something else here that feels kind of interesting. Would you understand either recordings of him or recording his, there's either messages or recordings of his progression or something like that. I feel almost as if I need to say something was filmed or recorded for someone else, almost as if it's like a open this when you're 18 sort of thing. Would that make any sense to you, Kim?
Yes.
It just feels to me as
but not in that sense.
Sure.
But something that was recorded was used on a certain day.
Okay. And then the other thing that I can feel here too with him is a strong sense of I need to bring 3 people to me that feel very important. I feel almost like I need to say younger than him. And I feel like I'm bringing them close to say goodbye. Would you understand this?
Oh my God. Okay, yes.
And he also makes me aware that not everybody that needed or wanted to say goodbye was there when they needed to be. Does that make sense to you?
1,000%.
And he wants to say it's okay. It's okay. And then he's also saying thank you for the song or the music that was played because he's saying that was really important, and he gives me chills as he says that.
Okay, so can I tell you something?
Go ahead.
Okay, so he was healthy-ish, and then he passed away months before my wedding. He wrote a wedding proposal on what song he was going to dance with me to.
Gotcha. Okay. Because
and then his proposal was part of the speech that introduced that song that you're talking about.
Amazing. Because the feeling that I get here is he just feels very, very loyal. And he really wants to highlight that, and that there was so much. Obviously, I know you just told me about the wedding, but there was so much that he wanted to do for you guys. Can you understand either the wooden ducks or like some sort of wooden carving? He's showing me wooden carving, and I for some reason need to talk about the cabin or the place that you guys had. Would that make sense to you at all?
We had a cottage.
I mean the cottage, yeah, the cottage.
And that was in Torrance.
Okay, and can
you city that you named?
Yep, and
wooden ducks.
Can you understand either wooden ducks or wooden carving? He's showing me to me them as wooden ducks, but it may not be. It may be referring to just wooden carving or carved wood that feels important. And actually, as I say that, I need to talk about someone carving a name into wood. There's something that feels either like a nameplate or a plaque or something like that, where there's a name and it's etched and there's wood in it.
It's wood?
I feel like it's wood. I don't feel like it's metal. This feels like
wood. Would it be
Let me see if I can get a little bit more.
Are you sure it's wood?
I'm pretty sure it's wood. But I mean, yeah, because there's just that wooden feeling to it. But I'll leave that part there because it does feel significant. It does feel. And then would you also
I wonder if it's something else, like a door knocker.
I don't know. So I don't want to take credit for getting it if I don't know it. But would you understand? He keeps showing me like PS. So I feel like I need to say PS. I don't know why, but I'm just going to give it to you because that's sort of what is carved into the thing that I'm looking at. The other thing that I want to reference, would you also be able to understand? I feel as though I need to talk about my remains being placed in a very special place that feels related to, but it hasn't been happened yet, is what it feels like. And he's saying, you're going to be taking my remains, or you're going to be taking something of me and putting it in this special place. Would that make sense to you? That's something that's in conversation.
1,000%.
Yeah, because he wants to comment on, this is something that you guys have been talking about. And is there a sister or someone that you've been talking with this about, Kim?
His brother.
His brother, okay. Would you understand him, why he'd be referring to either a sister or a really close girlfriend of yours that you've
been talking to about?
Yeah, that you've been talking to about this, or not specifically that, but like he just about his passing and the support that she's giving you through this. And I want to say too, her dad has passed also. Would that make sense?
That I'm not sure of.
Okay. I feel like I need to talk about a gentleman in spirit connected to her that feels quite important, because there's something about a shared experience that I need to mention. So I'm a little lost on that one, so I'm just going to leave that one there, but maybe see if that makes sense later. The other thing that I want to say from him, can you understand, I'm sort of seeing like almost like, if that's not skiing, it's something being out in the mountains or something like that. Would you understand that?
Yes.
Because I'm seeing this sort of mountaineer vibe, but even though it's not like a literal mountaineer, sorry, my cat is doing that. But would you understand the mountaineer vibe?
Yep. 1,000%.
That I can see there. And then he's also making me aware of the, hold on, let me just see. I know you said he keeps wanting to bring me back to 3 kids. He keeps bringing me to 3 kids. But for some reason, I need to say it's like 2 and 1's missing. Would that make sense to you?
Okay, that makes a lot of sense, yes.
Okay. Because he almost makes me feel as if I need to say, we know about this other one, but for whatever reason, they weren't able to be connected to the family or something along those lines. I can't tell. It doesn't quite feel like a miscarriage or a lost child or something like that, but it feels almost like they were born. Does that make sense to you?
Yes and no.
Okay.
But yes.
Okay. I'm not quite clear on what he's getting at right there. But would you also be able to take, there was something significant in December that we wanted to, what are you drinking, bro? Don't drink that. Sorry, my cat's drinking things. Would you understand why he'd be bringing me around like December, like the 9th or something like that?
I'm not Would it be January 9th? Out of curiosity?
It did feel like a cold month, but I don't want to say it because I would have said January if I felt like it was definitely January.
Okay.
But
December 9th, I'm not quite sure why December 9th.
Okay. Would you be able to take the 9th though?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll leave it at that with the 9th because he's just trying to bring that to me. And then the other thing that he's talking about, would you understand, he's showing me games or like puzzles, or I don't know why he was showing me like playing games with you guys. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because he's just showing me that, and then there's something to do with like sitting around a fire and chatting, laughing in games. Can you understand that?
Absolutely.
I know this is going to sound a little strange, but as I also see that there appears to be some sort of taxidermy thing. Would you be able to take a taxidermy thing? like an animal?
Absolutely.
Because I kind of like see it up on the wall. Is the feeling that I
Yes.
get here. I also, can you understand hunter? Would you be able to take
Yes.
hunter? Because I just heard hunter very clearly. And then I also feel, would there be either like a Callie or a Kalen or something like that? See, it's like a.
Oh my God, that's my nephew's middle name.
Okay. And then I'm also aware. Hold on, let me just see here. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to see if there's any last things. I'm going to see what message he has for you. Okay. He's making me aware of the memorial, of memorializing him, because it feels to me as though I want to say there's things that have already occurred for the memorialization of him, but he's talking about the things that come after. And he's referring to trying to decide what we're going to do or how we're going to do that. And it feels to me like we're waiting until after the holidays. Can you understand that?
Yes and no. Yes.
Because it feels like part of what needs to be done for him has happened. But then there's this other part that I feel like we're waiting for till like after the holidays. And he's saying that's a good idea, is the feeling that I get here. And then the other thing is, I feel like I need to say congratulations, because I feel as though that there's either a birth or something like that that's either just happened or within the family, or it feels like a birth is what he's talking about. Can you understand that?
Not fully, but the road to get there.
Okay. Because the feeling that I get here is it definitely feels like a new child. It feels like the new child coming.
Okay.
So
yes,
if it's not already happened,
I get that aspect.
Okay.
I get that.
Okay, because if it's not already happened, I just feel like I need to say congratulations to you, and this feeling of
thank you.
That's something that's been on the mind, and something that he wants to say this is going to happen. Okay. Hold on 1 second. What is that? Chester. Is this a place? Chesterfield? Chesterfield? I don't know where he's trying to take me there. I don't think it's Chesterfield, but he's trying to take me something field.
Oh my God, stop that.
It's something to do with field that I need to say.
Okay. Yeah.
You can understand.
Can I tell you?
Go ahead.
Can I tell you?
Yeah, go for it.
So random. That's my mom's middle name.
I don't know why I'm getting middle names. I'd love to get a first. But I just feel like I need to say that.
Like, it's the most random middle name you'll ever find.
That is a really random middle name. I would love first names though, my man. Go ahead and give those to me too. The other thing that I want to talk about is I want to. He's highlighting you, and as he highlights you, there is this part of me that says thank you, because I feel as though I need to talk about. It's not necessarily what you specifically did, but it feels like the way in which you were helping or supporting those who lost him. Does this make sense to you? Because it's really about that, and like you're helping or you're supporting and like being there. I don't know why he keeps showing me almost like au gratin potatoes is like the image that I get, but I feel like this sense of like nurturing, supporting, feeding, like doing what you can to like step in to be the one that helps. Does this make sense?
1,000%.
And he wants to say thank you for that. And then the other thing, I need to say that there's going to be some sort of clarity that happens around. We've been looking, I feel like someone's been looking at medical things, and we've been trying to get the medical things. And I want to bring my awareness here to like my abdomen area that we're trying to get answers on or something like that. And he's saying that there's going to be clarity around the medical questions is the feeling. And I feel like I need to refer to you.
Oh my God. I literally just had surgery last Monday.
Okay. Because I just feel as though that something's going to clear up. It feels like it's clarifying. and that it's going to be okay. It's a feeling that I get here.
Thank you.
Yeah,
oh my God, you have no idea.
You're so welcome. So, if it's okay with you, I'm going to go ahead and leave him there, leave you there with his love. And yeah, I hope that was helpful. If you want to give any feedback, you're welcome to do that now.
Absolutely, like literally spot on. Like I am shook. And you know what? Like I always had a feeling I was going to come and have a reading by you, and I saw you online.
Mhm.
And as soon as I logged in, you were in, and I'm like, okay, you were in your zen, getting into it, and I'm like, okay, Dad, come through tonight.
Yeah, I figured it was like, your dad.
I feel someone coming, and then I'm like, okay, Dad, come closer, and he literally came when you said that.
Yeah, I thought it was your dad, but because he didn't specifically give it to me, I didn't want to just like be like, this is your dad based off of me just hearing what you're saying. So I didn't say it was your dad,
right.
But I had
and
a pretty
like
good sense it was your dad.
The mountains they lived on like the border of BC and Alaska as well. Like it's wild.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, it sounded like there was a lot that you could understand, and I love that he brought the torrents thing, because I mean, that's pretty specific as far as like, and then a lake and being on the lake and all of that sort of thing. So
absolutely, I need to find out about the wooden duck though.
Yeah, there's something carved and it's wooden and it has a name in it. And I don't know why I need to talk about PS. So if you do figure that out, do message me and just be like, this is
absolutely, I will.
This is what it was. But I hope you know your dad is with you, and I hope you know that
thank you so much.
He heard you and he decided to come through.
The rebirth is since he's passed, I've lost 201 pounds.
Oh wow. Good job, you.
Thank you. So that's thank incredible. You so much.
You are so welcome, Kim. Take care, and thanks for being on here.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a good night.
Bye. Alrighty. So that was an example of a reading. So if you were wondering what that looks like, that's what it looks like. So remember that I will never message you for a reading. So just know that. No, I really liked his starting information, because his starting information was so direct and clear. I mean, he literally said his name. He gave, his the places and the names of the places and the lake and all that sort of thing. So I really love that. I love that kind of thing. I like it when they're really clear, direct, and upfront. And then all the names, but for some reason, all the middle names, which I'm just like, what's with all the middle names? Let's go with the first names, folks. Come on. Why are we getting middle names? So I thought that was kind of funny. Good. So yeah, hopefully you guys liked that. Yeah, I know. It was quite specific. I loved Kim's energy, excitement. Yeah, I mean, that definitely helps. I mean, it's especially in a demonstration situation when you have someone who is able to emote in that way. That's always a good thing. Thanks, Alex. I don't know how much of that you caught, but I hope you liked it. So many goosebumps. Yeah, no, it's cool. That was a good one. It's so funny because like I'll be in the state like this and be like, I don't think I can read. And like anyone who watches me regularly, you'll know I say this like maybe 40% of the time. I'm like, I'm tired. I don't know if I'm able to do it. And then they just show up. So, I think it's a good lesson on how spirit communication works is if you just hand it over to the other world, they'll take care of the rest. And yeah, and I think another important thing that I think this was a good lesson on is this idea that take your time. Like if you're a medium, take your time when you're making your link to the spirit world. Did you see how long that took me to get into the zone? Quite a long time. I think a lot of times people who are developing mediums, they have a tendency to want to jump in and like just start because they feel the pressure to begin. But what you have to remember is that your beginning of your link is one of the most important steps. So you really, really need to let yourself connect properly at the top. Otherwise, you're going to struggle the rest of the reading. So make sure that if you're developing your mediumship, you take your time with the top of your connection, and never let that freak you out. I mean, I sat here and I was just like, I'm chilling, I'm chilling, I'm chilling, I'm chilling. I don't care if people sit and watch me just close my eyes for 7, 10 minutes. Who gives a shit? Does not matter. So I think it's a really important thing for my students, because I think sometimes you'll hear teachers be like, you got to just jump into it. You should just start going straight into it, and you don't need any time to connect. I'm like, no, stop telling people that. If someone needs a little extra time because their mind is busy, or they haven't, sat regularly, or something's going on, you really have to give yourself the time to make this most solid connection that you possibly can. And I'm glad that I did. I'm glad that I waited until I was getting, although he did tell me Mike very quickly, and I was just like, come on. And then finally he had to say Mike like 5 times. And then I was like, okay, fine. That's your name. I got it. We're going to go with Mike. Because it's my name, so it's always my first thing that I want to say. But sometimes you do. But yeah, it was great. I thought that he did a good job communicating, and I just had to give it time to get it there. Jackie says, by the way, guys, I've had a private reading with Michael. And it was amazing. I 100% recommend. Thank you so much. And if you are going to do that, you can only do that through my website, mediummichaelmayo.com. If anyone messaged you trying to, give you a reading or anything like that, it's not me. So make sure you block them and report them, because I don't want you guys getting scammed. Okay. Kim says, I also want to say thank you for your book. I ordered it and read it this past summer. Amazing. Simona says, thank you. It's always a good learning experience watching our teachers work. Yes, I think that is a helpful thing. If you guys are at all interested in working with me to develop your own mediumship in a mentorship setting, I have that available through mediummichaelmayo.com. We are actually just finalizing a lot of slots. So if you want to learn how to do this yourself, I do have some slots that you can be a brand new beginner. Or you can have some experience, or you can have a lot of experience, but just email me at mediummichaelmayo@gmail.com. So yeah, that's what I want you to do. Let's see. Am I doing any healings tonight? That's funny. I was just about to mention that, April, regarding healings. Potentially could do a healing. I'm just looking at the time because I'm trying to be done relatively early tonight. But yeah, if anyone is wanting a healing, you can always email me also at mediummichaelmayo. The only tricky thing is my schedule is so freaking packed right now that trying to find time to do healings is a little bit tricky right now, just because I have a lot of work. Okay, so hold on. There's a question here. I always get specific evidence, but how do I get messages for the future? So are you referring to kind of how her father was bringing messages about what was going to happen? Because mediumship and a mediumship reading doesn't necessarily need to speak about the future. The spirit can talk about what they're aware of to kind of make the person feel better, but they don't always know. Now, really, psychism is where you're going to be able to see more into the future. I think our spirit loved ones can see to a certain degree, but that's really where you're going to be able to get more in depth about the future. But it's really what they want to talk about. The more you hand it over to them without an attachment to the outcome or what you want it to look, feel, or be like, the more likely you're going to get information like that. So it's not about trying to get that. It's more so being open to the possibility of them talking about something like that, but you really just want to follow along. Each spirit communicator is going to bring something different to the reading. So anyway, yeah, that was a nice little thing. hopefully that's helpful. So, I'm just going to engage this just because I want to. Give me 1 second. I was trying to see which one. Oh, right. Okay. Revelations 22:15. Outside are the dogs, those who practice magic arts, the sexually immoral, the murderers, the idolaters, and everyone who loves and practices falsehood. Thank you so much, user 1178181961669. Thank you so much for that really inspiring piece of apocalyptic literature from early Judaism. I really appreciate you bringing something up that has nothing to do with reality. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you for that. So anyway, if anyone was unclear, the book of Revelations has nothing to do with predicting the future. The book of Revelations has everything to do with apocalyptic literature that was very common at the time. Hold on 1 second. This is making me do something. Please hold. Come on. It's trying to prompt me to do the little thingy. Here we go. Perfect. 1 second. Boom. I have to do this little thing to make sure my live keeps going. So give it a second because it's laggy McLaggers. And then we're going to have a conversation. Okay, try again. Audio. Give me a second, guys. This thing is wanting to be ridiculous. Can you hear me while I'm talking right now? Okay, cool. I just want to make sure because this little thing is up on my screen that I have to like slide the thing, but it's trying to fuck me up. This is Jesus getting back at me. Okay, can you clear it now, please? Clear the puzzle, damn it. It's going to end my live in 3.5 minutes if I don't. So here, let me just go ahead and do this while I have you here. So the book of Revelations is what we call apocalyptic literature of the time. It was a common thing to have happen and people to write about. In fact, it actually wasn't even going to be included in the canon of the Bible, but got slid in at the last minute. Most people actually didn't find it to be helpful or really wasn't even that popular at the time, but it did make its way, and I can't remember exactly why. But every single thing in that, including things like 666, right, is related to things that would be understood at the time. So, for example, 666 is what's called gematria, which is where you take the letters of a name and you add numerical values to them. And I want to say it's the Hebrew that, oh, don't quote me on it, but I think it's the Hebrew that when you add up the letters, it's actually referring to Nero Caesar. That's actually what they count up to. Because there was a fear that even though Nero Caesar was dead, he was going to come back and persecute the people of the time, and they were concerned about that. So they were persecuted at the time, and this was literature that was literally written to try to make themselves feel better, essentially, that they were going to get the comeuppance that they deserve. But it's actually nothing to do with the devil, nothing to do with a time that's going to come. It's not prophetic in any way. And for 2,000 years, people have tried to make this a thing, and it's just not. So if anyone is interested in more and learning more about this, you can look at Dan McClellan. You can find him here on TikTok, and he's a scholar of the Bible and religion. And he has in-depth spoken about all of this. And I highly recommend you check it out. So if you were like me and you were had a Christian time period of your life and you had great anxiety and fear about the rapture and all these things that are going to happen, it's very healing to watch all of his academic study of the Bible, because it just goes to show you that it has nothing to do with the future. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for the person whoever wrote that in my chat. It gave me an opportunity to address the silliness that is that. So, do I think Jesus was real? I don't know. I don't have an opinion. I do question it. Ooh, I think I did it. Boom. Come on, work. Oh, please work. Hold on, I think this is going to work. This puzzle piece thing. Otherwise, it's going to end the live in 19 seconds. So sorry, TikTok people. Which is actually probably a good moment to end the live in general. So if this doesn't go through, I'm just going to stop here. Yeah, I'm going to have to stop here, guys, because it's going to end in 7 seconds. So I just want to say thank you for being here, and I'll be here next Monday at the same time. Thanks. Da-da-da. All right, my people. Thanks for being here. Hope you got something out of it. And we will see you next time. Same time Monday next week.